Cancer, what's going on? What's happening? Long time no see. Apologies for the lack of videos, but I think you guys really weren't watching them, and I think I just got into the habit of not doing them. But sorry, that's a hot water bottle I've got sloshing around. It's freezing here. It started snowing today. It's like sunny but snowing. It's weird. But yeah, I feel like you guys have been going through like an awakening. I think since like that whole Age of Aquarius, Star of Bethlehem thing that's been going on, I feel like this year is going to be really quite important for you guys. Like you might have noticed it already. But anyway, yeah, I'll start doing them again. I think I just got out of the habit, to be honest with you. But anyway, I hope you're well. Be you new or be you a returner, thank you so much for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. And you know, if you find that the reading resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you feel like doing that, but don't if you don't want to. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that too. If you head down to the description box below the video, the link to my Fiverr page is in there. So there's a lot of cards here, Cancer. Your person has a lot to say. They think a lot about you anyway. You have the Judgment card here with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So this is kind of a pivotal time in the relationship for you guys. Like things have been moving very slowly, I think, like a lot of kind of stagnancy, but there's actually a lot of healing that's been going on here, okay? So with the Judgment card, it's like a pivotal time in the relationship. So there's, you know, you guys are not really one for rushing anyway, but the best thing you can do is just kind of take a step back and let your person kind of just let it work itself out, because they're actually they're leveling up at the moment. Some of you are dealing with an earth sign for sure. They're leveling up at the moment, okay? They're going from the Page to the Emperor, so they're gonna need a little bit of time. Really depends on whether or not you want to give them time. But the basis of this, see, they're fighting it. With the Five of Wands, they're fighting the connection. You might be a little bit too as well, Cancer. I just want to say that because there's some trust issues in this relationship, okay? And they might be coming from both sides is the thing. The Moon is subconscious fears, and the Nine of Wands is like a lack of trust because you've been hurt in the past, right? It's kind of a general distrust of like people, but particularly in relationships, I think. So I think it's either one or both of you. I feel like both are, you're kind of fighting this a little bit, but you guys are going to get through it. Because you have here the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups, okay? So this is the soulmate energy. This is why it's so messed up. This is why you guys have triggered each other, because you may have noticed since you met this person, Cancer, they have triggered you. There might be like old memories coming up, you know, you might find that you've been dealing with a lot of stuff, but with the Wheel of Fortune, this is a kind of fated connection. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of a destiny card. Two of Cups is a soulmate card, but also it talks about someone that you really like. You know, it's like a meeting of minds is the thing with the Two of Cups, and it's a very deep connection. And it also talks about divine timing. So this was, everything is happening in divine timing as it should. And I know it doesn't feel like, because this is a separation reading, I know it doesn't feel like things are happening, but they are happening, because there's purging happening here that's going to allow you guys to reunite. At the bottom of the deck you have the Temperance card, okay, which is a patience card. So there's a need here to kind of count your blessings where you are. There's a need here for you to properly step into your kind of Empress energy or Emperor, and just kind of be happy with yourself, because that's what's going to bring this person back. With the Temperance card, it's patience and like moderation and learning to fill your own cup. And I was actually only going to pick up Temperance, but the Ten of Cups came out underneath it. So this is how you get to your happiness, Cancer, okay? By being patient, like, and balancing yourself. Like, take this time apart to use it to balance yourself, because the thing is, you guys are undergoing an awakening at the moment, because I've said this in your readings before, you guys are teachers. That's why you came here. You're the teachers of the zodiac. You and Aquarius, but particularly Cancer. So you'll find that you've kind of suffered a lot. Well, I could just leave it there. You'll find that you've kind of suffered a lot, and it's because the thing is, you can't be a teacher until you have the lessons behind you. How are you going to teach people unless you know what you're talking about, right? But at the moment, you're kind of coming out of this, because it's like you had a point. It's like a part A of your life, which was learning the lessons, and now you're having this kind of intermediate period where you're kind of learning how to apply the lessons and like review what you've learned. A manifesting period, if you will, with the Magician. And then the next part is like putting it into practice and becoming the teacher. So many of you may actually step into some kind of teaching role. You may just become more involved in like spirituality. But you're manifesting at the moment. I think that's why they've given you this break here. I'll come back to that, but let's talk about your person some more. Right. Your person is kind of in a bit of darkness at the moment. They're not really thinking very clearly. They have some self-worth issues, okay? Sorry if these take a while to focus. They have some self-worth issues that they're working through at the moment, and they're also dealing with some guilt issues for some reason. Like, this can be for a lot of things. The orange is the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra can become blocked with guilt. Obviously, people are guilty for different reasons. Like, some people are just naturally more prone to feeling guilty. So something that, you know, obviously, like, I'm not telling you anything you don't know here. Like, like a more sensitive person may feel guilty for something very, very small, whereas someone who doesn't, you know, they're not naturally sensitive, maybe wouldn't feel like that. So it could be anything for your person, but there could be, it can even talk about childhood being the sacral chakra being blocked. But essentially when it becomes blocked, it leads to a lack of intimacy, like a lack of being able to express your emotions and tap into your emotions and like express yourself, essentially express your soul, who you are. So it leads to a lack of emotional intimacy in relationships. It leads to people pulling back. If this is blocked, it can often lead to people trying to express love through sex, you know, like it's that kind of thing, because you're not able to express it emotionally. So this person, there's some kind of guilt here that's kind of holding them back, be it something that they've learned in childhood. It could be something like previous relationships that have not worked out or something, but there's something blocking it. And yeah, they have clarity here, so they really, this person's very confused, okay? Yeah, I think they pretty much just need some time to work through their emotions here, but they have positivity here, which makes me think that this is something that they actually need to work on. This could be someone that is kind of naturally dark by nature. I don't mean bad. I mean like they may be prone to depression, or they may just be very sensitive. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of, they may struggle. Like there may be something going on in their life that kind of makes them struggle to be positive. They also have my spirit guides protect me, which they may be listening, their higher self may be listening more to their spirit guides at the moment. And they may be having they may be seeing things clearly, like their guides, they may be almost in a because this card talks about a protective bubble. Like their guides may have removed them from this situation at the moment so they could heal whatever this is. Because they do that sometimes. They also have people listening have faith. So this card usually speaks to me of someone that has, like, it's the throat chakra, which it can become blocked for many reasons, but you know, it's usually because your voice is not being heard, whether that's from like an abusive relationship, bullying in childhood, just being the youngest member of the family and like having a hard time being heard, do you know what I mean? Anything like that. But it can become blocked if you're consistently dealing with someone who's very dominating and doesn't listen to you. So this person could have had something like that in their past, especially combined with a sacral chakra card. It kind of speaks to me of like some quite dominating presence or something. But essentially, when this becomes blocked, it's almost like you give up because you just think, well, people don't listen to me anyway, like I'm just not going to try. So this is something else that they're working on. They also have appreciate the journey. So they may this may be something that their guides have put in place. You could be dealing with like an air sign, or you could be dealing with a fire sign or something, or they maybe just have a tendency to kind of rush in. And I think maybe like this person's just kind of taking the time here to slow down and actually like live in the moment here. It could also be that their root chakra is a little bit blocked at the moment, like maybe they just don't have like a strong sense of self, like maybe they don't have, their home life could be iffy as well at the moment. Like if there's something going on at home, it can often block the root chakra, because the root chakra deals with the basic fundamentals of being alive, like having somewhere to live, being warm, having enough to eat, having enough money. So there's something blocking that, but they're learning how to have boundaries here, okay? This person's actually protecting themselves in some way for some reason. There's some reason that this person feels they need to protect themselves. That might be why they've drawn back a bit. They could also be learning boundaries, but it's really the protect yourself that I'm being drawn to. It's safe for you to love again. See, there's something here about their past that's kind of stopping them. There's issues here with self-worth with this person. Like, it feels to me like there's someone dominating in their life, or there's some kind of issue with self-worth here, okay? But they're dealing with it because they're basically trying to convince themselves that it's okay to love you. There's some trust issues here, like I was saying, I think on both sides. And they also have look after themselves, so it could well be that this person is actually struggling physically. They may have a lot on their plate. Excuse me. They may have a lot on their plate, but also I'm kind of being drawn here. See, there's a lot. All three of these cards talk. See, protect yourself, look after yourself. Like, this person may think that this is what they have to do at the moment. So, like, in terms of like love, you know what I mean? They may be like, oh, I'm not getting involved with someone else because like I can't trust anyone and it never works out and blah blah blah. You know, the drill. We've all been there. My god though, Cancer, what they think of you. This is beautiful. They have so many. I usually only pick like 3 or 4 for this, but they're quite scattered. They're very confused, this person. First of all, they think that you're protected. There's like a certain kind of magic about you that they're very drawn to, and it's like a kind of, it's because you have this draw anyway, Cancer. You're like kind of ethereal. It's like I think because you've been going through this leveling up, there's something about you with the Queen of Wands here and this card. There's something about you, like, I think you've kind of learned. They may think you're a little too, not too, you can't be too independent, but you're very independent because you've had to be. Like, there's been lessons learned here. Quite feisty, do you know what I mean? Someone who's really not going to take BS. Someone who doesn't need them. But there's also this weird like layer of protection that they sense in you. I think because you've been through so much. It's almost like you've got this kind of impenetrable shield around you at the moment, or you're building it, because Spirit is helping you with that. because that's another thing. If you're going to step into, like, I feel like many of you will become healers in some capacity. And if you're going to step into that, you're going to have to learn how to protect yourself. And I feel like that's what you're doing now. But yeah, they have this weird, it's like you're very, very independent and feisty, but there's like this weird kind of, you're protected. Like this ethereal, like nothing can touch me kind of vibe. But they see commitment with you, Cancer. Like this is kind of what they're envisioning here with you. The Ten of Pentacles is really someone they could settle down with here. And you also have the Four of Wands. So they're really seeing commitment with you. These two cards talk about like engagement, marriage, commitment, you know, moving in, whatever the commitment means for you or for them. They're spying on you somehow though, okay? Like not in a creepy way, but like they're keeping an eye on you somehow. Like your social media, they may be checking like your WhatsApp, like if you've, you know, read your messages or whatever. They're seeing you as a little bit defensive though with the Queen of Swords. Seeing you as having your defenses up here. There's kind of an element here of like allowing you to love them, because they do see you as someone that's kind of been through it. So you've learned how to defend yourself, do you know what I mean? There's a little bit of defensiveness here, but they see you as someone very in control of your emotions, like very, very in control. They're very impressed with you. Is that not focusing? Why? Why are you not focused? Thank you. They're very impressed with you. Maybe there's an element here of maybe being a little too repressed with the emotions, Cancer. Like maybe not letting your emotions show as much as they would like, but they definitely see victory with you with the Six of Wands, like someone that they could be very, very happy with. And you have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles here, Cancer, for what they think of you. They just love you. They see a whole new life with you. This is what they want with you. They see a life with you. The Ace of Cups is overflowing love. And the Ace of Pentacles is like, they want to be able to give you this new life. Like this, they want this new beginning with you, Cancer. It's beautiful. So in your near future, maybe 2 or 3 weeks to 2 or 3 months, okay? But in terms of communication, I think you're looking at months, or maybe a month, because the first card that came out, so you could consider these a timeline, okay? So the first card that came out, the Hanged Man, okay? So a period of waiting and introspection for both of you. Particularly, I want to say you, because you're leveling up, or this, don't get me wrong, this person's leveling up too, but I feel like what you're doing is more important. So there's a period of introspection here and a period of waiting. There's a need here, there's a real need here to be happy with where you are without this person. And like count your blessings, and just because it's temporary is the thing. The Nine of Cups is temporary. See how he's sitting on the little wooden bench? Like it's fine for now, but you wouldn't want to sit there forever because your butt would get sore. So there's a real need here for you to kind of be happy with yourself first. Do you know what I mean? In this Empress energy, which, do you know what? I really feel like you guys are in this anyway because you've been doing so much work on yourselves recently. Really feeling very, there's a lot of, you're learning self-love finally, Cancer. You're finally learning how to love yourself and be fine by yourself. Because I feel like there's an energy here of like you're watching it, but like the reading, but equally you're like, meh, I'm fine, I'm interested, but like I'm not, you know, meh, I'm okay. And that's what's going to bring this person back in, because they're scared to lose you, because they love you. They don't say it, but they love you. And then I think this is looking more like maybe a month or so you're going to get some kind of communication, because it's going to be some kind of clarity, revealing feelings, because this person has very much not told you sweet FA about what they're feeling or thinking about you, and it's much more intense than they've let on. There's going to be some kind of conversation here that reveals feelings, Cancer. And in your outcome position, yeah, there's a new beginning here, a passionate new beginning, okay, with the Ace of Wands. And this is the first card out in your outcome, so this is not far away. Soulmate energy, definitely dealing with a soulmate. They're going to come back in and give you their heart, Cancer. They're going to come back in and give you their heart and start opening up about feelings and stuff. Some of you are definitely dealing with an earth sign, okay? Because here's the King of Pentacles. This person is showing up as the King of Pentacles. You're showing up as the Queen. So there's a union here, okay? And you know, when you have the two of the same suite together, the King and the Queen, it's a soulmate. It's a divine counterpart type energy, which is why you're both kind of messing each other up so bad. But yeah, there's definitely union here. I think you guys are gonna have to work on it, okay? This is something that's, because there is so much hurt in your past, your collective past, you guys are gonna have to work really hard on getting past the past. Like letting go, because it's, why is this not focusing? Thank you. Still doing it. Thank you. Yeah, you're gonna have to work on getting past the past, so that you're not projecting like past failures or past rejection or past things like that in love onto this person. And messages from your person, they don't feel worthy, okay? This person has feelings of lack of worth. This is a new love. It's not someone, I'm not saying it's someone you don't know yet. I'm saying it's someone you've not really had a relationship with. So this is not some dodgy ex from your past. Like, this is someone that it's like you kind of started but it never got off the ground. Or it could be someone totally new, but it feels very much to me like it's someone you've met and there's been a separation because there's been that time to trigger each other, if you see what I mean. You have here, it's not what you think. So whatever it is you're thinking about this person, Cancer, they're telling you no. Yeah, let me love you. There's an element here of you being a little prickly and a little defensive. But this person thinks this was fate. There's definitely like a soulmate, divine counterpart energy here. They're all coming back in. It's funny. You are my sunshine. You are a light in my world. So whether you know it or not, Cancer, you have a huge effect on this person. You guys may be apart, but you're like the light in their world and spying on you for however they're doing it. They're keeping an eye on you. Now your card, you're gonna have to forgive me if I butcher the pronunciation. If anyone knows how to pronounce this, feel free to leave it in the comments. El Moira. Moira. I feel like I'm butchering that. Awakening presence. This is for you. This is not your person. This is for you. Awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Yeah. For one thing, I want to say you guys have to start learning how to protect your energy. You also have miracles are coming my way, so good things are coming for you, Cancer. This feels more to me like this is also a third eye card. When they say miracles, I really feel like your gifts are about to really start opening up. Many of you are channelers. Spiritual protection is important at this time. Ensure that you are cleansing your energy before putting on protection. El Moria is here with a legion of angels to help you understand where you are at now. Fire up your divine connection and detach from dramas, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. Remember that within you there is a mighty soul light. Allow that light to shine through your entire being. Then call on El Moria and his angels to surround you in a light that will keep you safe on all levels. Also know that facing fears and seeing the truth will strengthen your connection to the universal life force. So yeah, I feel like you guys have been undergoing like this kind of awakening for like a few months now, but it's very strong with you guys, Cancer. And I think yeah, you're very powerful at the moment with this, because these are both about visualization it's manifesting. You're manifesting a new life here, but you're getting a lot of help from spirit to do it, because you are so connected to spirit, whether you know it or not. But you're definitely having an awakening. I think amazing things are about to come your way. Like, I think your abilities are really going to open up here, and like, I think your life is about to change because you're really stepping into your power here. So I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I enjoyed reading for you. I have missed you guys. I like your energy. If you did enjoy the reading and you found it resonated with you, feel free to like and subscribe for me if you feel like doing that. Don't feel like you have to, no pressure. And you know, thanks for watching, Cancer. Don't be a stranger. Come back and see me soon. Bye.